Today, I want to talk about a question that has been circulating everywhere lately. With the rise of artificial intelligence, tools like ChatGPT, Google's AI overviews, and other generative search platforms, many business owners are asking, is SEO dead? The short answer is no, but the longer and more important conversation is this. If AI summarizes your expertise and the user never clicks on your website, how does your business still win? Because that's the elephant in the room no one wants to talk about. Business owners are being told to produce content, share knowledge, answer questions, and publish insights. But if AI systems summarize that information directly in search results, the user may never even visit your website. So naturally, the next question becomes, are we just feeding the AI machine for free? And if that's the case, where does the ROI come from? Today, I want to unpack that question honestly and explain what businesses need to do to ensure they are not just giving away knowledge, but actually positioning themselves to win in the AI search era. First, let's talk about what's really happening. For the last 20 years, search worked like this. Someone searches for a question, Google shows a list of links, the user clicks a website, that website earns traffic. But AI is changing the way information is presented. Now, many answers are summarized directly inside of search results. Tools like ChatGPT or Google's AI overviews can synthesize information from multiple sources and present it instantly. And this is where the concern for the business owner comes in. Because if someone receives the answer without ever visiting your website, the traditional SEO model starts to feel broken. So yes, traffic patterns are changing, but here's the key insight. The businesses that will win in this new environment are not the ones simply publishing information. They are the ones building recognized authority. And that's exactly where Brand Envy is focusing our strategy with our clients. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let me address this very directly. If you're worried about AI taking your knowledge and giving the answer without sending traffic back to your website, you're asking the wrong question. The real question is this. Is your expertise tied to your identity as the expert? Because generic information can be summarized without attribution, but recognized authority cannot be separated from the source. When your ideas are clearly connected to your name, your company, and your real-world expertise, something powerful begins to happen. Your insights start becoming associated with you, and that is what makes the difference in the AI era. So the real game is recognized authority. The future of search, whether traditional or AI-driven, is not about who produces the most content. It's about who becomes the recognized expert behind the content. AI systems don't just analyze information, they analyze sources. So they are looking for signals like, well, who authored the insight? Where it came from? What expertise backs it up? Whether that source consistently publishes valuable knowledge or if it's sporadic. When a business leader or organization consistently shares clear insights tied to real experience, that's when their ideas begin to build authority signals across the internet. That's what we call recognized authority. And that is the opportunity that we're seeing to win in the AI search era. So why is generic content not working anymore? This is where many businesses get it wrong. A lot of content online is written like this. Businesses should create helpful content to improve SEO. That kind of advice is generic because AI can easily summarize it without attribution. But when insights are connected to a named expert or organization, they become much harder to separate from the source. AI systems are much more likely to reference named experts and organizations rather than anonymized information. And that is why building authority matters more than ever before. At Brand Envy, obviously, we've spent years studying how businesses can build influence and visibility through thought leadership. And what we've discovered is that authority obviously doesn't happen by accident. It requires a strategic, structured approach. This framework helps businesses turn their expertise into recognized leadership within their industry. Because the goal in the AI era is not simply to publish information. The goal is to ensure that your expertise becomes inseparable from your identity as the expert behind it. The authority amplification framework focuses on 4 pillars. Number 1, expert positioning. Your insights must be connected to a name, a company, and a clear area of expertise. When ideas are tied to a recognized source, AI systems and search engines are far more likely to attribute them. Second, structured knowledge. Your expertise must be organized clearly through well-structured articles, educational resources, and thought leadership content that makes it easy for both humans and AI systems to understand and reference. Third, topical depth. Instead of publishing a single article about a topic, businesses should build a library of content that explores that subject that they're experts in depth. This signals to search engines and AI systems that your organization is a credible source of expertise. And fourth, authority distribution. Your expertise should not live in just one place. It should appear across podcasts, articles, media coverage, speaking engagements, and industry publications. The more the internet connects your name with a topic, the more authority your brand builds. When these four pillars work together, something powerful happens. Your insights don't just exist online, they become associated with you. Let's talk about a real example. At Brand Envy, we worked with a client who had virtually no online presence when we started, no thought leadership content, no consistent publishing, and very little visibility in their industry. Beginning in June of 2022, we started implementing a structured thought leadership strategy. Over time, we ghost wrote well-researched articles that captured this leader's expertise, industry insights, and real-world experience. Every article was designed to educate their audience while reinforcing their authority in their field. To date, we have written 44 thought leadership articles for this client. Beginning in 2024, we shifted into a consistent monthly publishing rhythm, continuing to build depth around the topics where this individual had the strongest expertise. Today, nearly 4 years later, the transformation is remarkable. This leader now has over 1,100 followers on LinkedIn, built entirely through organic authority and consistent insights. When we began, they had essentially zero online presence. What began as a strategy to establish a digital presence has evolved into a recognized platform for influence within their industry. What's especially interesting is that the articles continue to generate value long after they're published. Some of the earliest articles we wrote years ago still receive regular reads today. Those older pieces continue attracting new followers and reinforcing credibility. In other words, thought leadership content behaves more like an asset than a short-term marketing tactic. Each article becomes another brick in the foundation of authority. And when that content is well researched, clearly written, and consistently published, the results compound over time. This is exactly the type of long-term authority building we focus on at Brand Envy, because the businesses and leaders who win in the AI era will not be the ones chasing quick marketing wins. They will be the ones who consistently publish insights, build credibility, and establish themselves as trusted voices in their field. The old SEO mindset focused on one goal: get clicks. The new reality is different. The businesses that will win are the ones that focus on owning the topic. Because when you own the topic, you become the authority. And when you become the authority, your name, your company, and your insights begin appearing across search results, AI responses, and industry discussions and media coverage. That's when marketing stops being a race for traffic and starts becoming a platform for leadership. The bottom line is this: AI is not replacing SEO. It's elevating the importance of authority, expertise, and credibility. Businesses that continue producing generic content will struggle, but businesses that invest in building recognized authority will find themselves referenced, cited, and sought out. And that's exactly what we help organizations achieve at Brand Envy, helping businesses and leaders clarify their expertise and turn it into authority that drives real growth. Because in the AI era, the goal isn't just to appear in search anymore. The goal is to become the recognized expert behind the answer. As always, thank you for spending a few minutes with me today on the Create Brand Envy podcast. Please remember to subscribe or follow so you never miss a new episode drop. If today's insight resonated with you and you are leading an organization that has plenty of marketing activity, but is looking for stronger marketing leadership, alignment, and strategic coordination, I always welcome the opportunity to connect with fellow business leaders. At Brand Envy, we partner with established organizations to guide strategy, execute the work, and coordinate every moving part of their marketing so it supports their business goals and long-term growth. If that sounds like a conversation worth having, you can visit createbrandenvy.com and connect with us. I always enjoy exploring whether there may be a strong fit for a long-term partnership. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to being back with you on the next episode of the Create Brand Envy podcast.